Greetings, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy December 5th. I hope you all are having a wonderful morning so far. I am. I woke up feeling really good and really refreshed today and inspired. I was inspired to come and talk a little bit more about my experience with decluttering and letting go. So most of you, a lot of you may have seen the post that I created last night in regards to my decluttering process. This is something that I do on a regular throughout the year, but also I really focus on it in December because the new year is coming and it's just so powerful when we're able to let go of things that don't serve us, really release things that don't bring us joy anymore, things that are just stagnant, taking up space, and when we do that on the physical level, it definitely impacts us on the mental level. And so it's a powerful process. And y'all, I was actually inspired to get started last night by a sister friend who I talked to last night. Her name is Rosie, and today's her birthday, so I want to shout her out for happy birthday. But she was saying she was going to go home and declutter. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get up and do that. So I put my music on, my little Reclaim My Joy playlist, and I just got excited and just started releasing and making room and making space. And, like I shared in my post, like, I found so much money, like, I mean, change. It was like $30 in change. Now that's a lot in change, okay? And and then there was this $25 gift card that I've had for like 3 years, and I don't know, it just popped out. And anywho, more importantly, excuse me, I woke up this morning knowing something more. I woke up in a different vibration. I woke up with all these great ideas that were just coming to me. Like, I know that it impacted my mental clarity. Like, I got this really great idea that I can't share right now because it's like in its baby infancy. I'm going to share it when I like feed into it and really get clarity around it. But the fact that it was given to me, the fact that I was open to receiving it, I know that my vibration around decluttering and letting go and releasing really impacted that room for me to be still enough to receive what was for me. And so I just want to share that as a very powerful process. And I encourage you to do that, especially now. Like, if you want 2019 to be different, you have to be different. And I encourage you to start making those shifts now. And it's not just about physically, decluttering physical things, but also, like, what about your mindset? What about the beliefs that have been holding you back? What about the habits that have been keeping you stagnant from moving forward with your goals or the higher self, your greater self, like those things that you really, really want to do? Sometimes there's a lot of things within our minds and our spirits that is holding us back from taking action or holding us back from receiving what's next. And so it's important that we continue to release. And then sometimes it's people. Sometimes you got the wrong people around you, who are energy suckers, who are, takers, who are not receiving. They're not pouring back into you. It's not feeding you. It's not helping you grow. So we need to let that go. And sometimes that's hard, when we have like relationships with people and history with people, but not everybody can go with you, to where you're going next. And so I'm going to take a moment because I did write some notes down, but I'll just start flowing. So I'm going to look at my little notes because I wrote some stuff down, okay? I wanted to say, let's see here. Yeah, I pretty much said most of it. So yeah, start thinking about, like, what are your goals for 2019? What is it that you want to experience differently? In the areas of your career, in the areas of self-care, in the areas of having fun and doing what you love. And like, what is it that you would love to experience in 2019? Like, by this time in 2019, what would you like to have experienced? Start thinking about that now. And again, it's important to let go of the old so that you can make room for what it is that you desire. And that's something that we're going to be talking about in my next workshop in January. It's called Smart Goals and Vision Boards. So we're going to be creating intentional vision boards based off of our smart goals. Because it's one thing, like you can see some of my vision boards in the background. I'm in my room and I have several vision boards, but it's one thing to have a vision board on the wall and it looks nice and pretty, but do you have a plan behind that vision board? Do you have a goal behind that vision board? Do you have action steps? Because we need that too. We need the spiritual to sit with it, to visualize it, to speak it, to believe it. We need that. And we also need to make it happen. We need to move. And so that this workshop is happening on January 19th from 2 to 4 p.m. at Resilient Wellness. And I left the link in this video if you're interested in coming to one of my live workshops. Why not start 2019 off with a bang? Come join us. It's also very powerful because it's going to be a collective energy. It's not just about the content you're going to receive, but it's like this other sisters in the room, us coming together, like that in itself really feeds your vision and your goals on a whole nother level, so hi, Ashe. Hey, Uncle. Hey, Nakia, you're looking so pretty today. Keep speaking the truth. Thank you. Thank you. I'm feeling good. When we feel good inside, we look good. And that's where my radiance comes from. That's where a feminine radiance comes from. When we feel joy, when we feel good, when we are in our state, that's where you see light. And people ask me all the time, like, what do you put on your face? I mean, like, what products do you use? And I don't use nothing. Maybe a little shea butter every now and then on my face, but it's really that inner light, that inner glow. And that's from having a daily practice of self-care. That's from making sure that I pour into my cup every single day. And that's what I teach with my private clients. That's what I teach in my Mastermind program, which is called Magnetic Woman Mastermind. I'm getting ready to launch that in January as well. So you'll be hearing more about that. If you're looking for something on a longer term basis, because it's one thing to come to a 2-hour workshop, but actually go on a 6-month journey with a group of sisters with this collective energy to reclaim our joy, reclaim our light, to unpack limitations, to learn how to forgive ourselves and others, to, set these goals and to actually be held accountable to reach them. And so if you want information about that, you can go to goddesscrowns.com, and I'll definitely be coming on sharing more about that. But again, I just encourage you, if you haven't already started your decluttering process, I encourage you to take time to do that. Let go of the clothes, let go of the shoes, let go of the papers. Last year alone, I had like 5 boxes full of paperwork from like years, like mail and just stuff I was afraid to let go of because it had my name on it and I just didn't take the time to release it. I let go of tons of stuff, and it just really does release a lot internally. It releases a lot mentally. And so get you a decluttering process and get started, y'all, because it's very powerful. And you never know what might be laying around. I had no idea I had that $30 and change. And I bet you I had the little the coin holders, so I filled all of the coins up in the coin holders, and I'm for sure about to go down to the bank and put that change in there. And that's amazing. Like, you never know like what's around your place if you're going through like financial challenges or working on your money mindset or your money magnetism. Look around the house. Keep those pennies, go through all of your stuff that's just been sitting there. I have purses and stuff I don't even wear, full of change, full of money, and again, you just never know. So yeah, release the people, release the physical, release the mental blockages, If you're not feeling worthy of receiving what it is that you want to experience in 2019, what are those thoughts that are blocking you right now? And what comes up during, challenges? What comes up, not even just during challenges, when you're getting ready to do something you never did before, what is that voice saying to you? What is the noise that's there? The little limited part of you that wants to stay safe. What is she saying, or what is he saying? And start looking at that and look at, where did this come from? Unpack that, because that's probably a belief system you've been living with for a long time, but we can't address it if we don't look at what it is. And then we can redefine it. We can rewrite our narrative. We can decide how we want to see ourselves, but you got to look at it first. So I don't just teach all about self-care and self-love and being positive, but we have to look at what comes up for us. We have to look at the negative. We have to look at the blockages. We have to look at what's been blocking us so we can unblock it and change it and reprogram ourselves. So anywho, I feel like I'm going on and rambling, but thank you all for tuning in. Again, if you want to come to my next workshop in January, it's on the 19th. Registration is currently open. It's a $25 ticket for a 2-hour workshop, and we're going to dive deep on setting goals for 2019 and creating powerful, intentional vision boards that are in alignment with our goals. And so I invite you to come join me. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday and week. Peace, love, and light.